Good.
Hi, my name is Julia Trimble, and today I will be informing you about childhood obesity. In my audience, I have Nikki, Haley, Emma, and Jack. I chose to do my speech on childhood obesity because it's been an increasing problem throughout America. I also chose this topic because one day I hope to become a health and physical education teacher. By entering this field, I hope to get children back up on their feet and become more physically active to prevent obesity. Obesity is a disorder involving excessive body fat that increases the risk of health problems. Obesity often results from taking in more calories that are burned by exercise and daily activities. A doctor usually suggests that a person may have obesity if they have a high body mass index, also known as BMI. Body mass index is a tool doctors use to assess if a person is at the appropriate weight for their age, sex, and height. Based on diet recommendations established by the United States Department of Agriculture, only 2% of children have a healthy diet. In fact, in a survey of high school seniors, only 3 out of every 10 reporting eating vegetables nearly every day. Of the vegetables consumed, 1/4 is in the form of French fries or potato chips. Unless a significant change occurs, experts warn that the effects of childhood obesity could reduce average life expectancy by 5 years or more over the next several decades. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services recommends that children and teens exercise at least at the intensity of a fast walk for 60 minutes every day. But did you know, in every 4 children does not participate in any free time physical activity? Unfortunately, more and more children are spending their time doing stationary activities. A typical child spends approximately 4 to 5 hours a day watching TV, using the computer, or playing video games. Studies have found the more TV children watch, the more likely they are able to gain excessive weight. There's also evidence that early TV habits may have long-lasting effects. 2 studies that followed children from birth found that TV viewing in childhood predicts obesity risk well into adulthood and even their midlife. 30 years ago, kids ate just 1 snack a day, whereas now they are trending toward 3 snacks and resulting in additional 200 calories a day. Children and teens in states with strong laws that restrict the sale of unhealthy snacks and beverages in schools gained less weight over a 3-year period than those living in states with no such policies. Many know that a healthy body makes for a healthy mind. But did you know that overweight children miss 4 times more school than a child at normal weight? A number of factors could be to blame, including a fear of being bullied or teased, being embarrassed, or even participating in physical activities. 70% of obese youth had at least one risk factor for cardiovascular disease, such as high cholesterol or high blood pressure. Researchers predict that if current childhood obesity rates continue, there will be more than 100,000 additional cases of coronary heart disease to obesity by the end of the year of 2035. Did you know that healthcare expenses directly related to childhood obesity are $14 billion every year? If obesity rates continue on their current pace, by 2030, medical costs associated with treating preventable obesity-related diseases are estimated to increase by $48 billion to $66 billion a year in the United States. 45% of children diagnosed with diabetes have type 2 diabetes due to being obese or overweight. Children with obesity are also at high risk of having chronic health problems and diseases that influence physical health, such as diabetes, asthma, sleep apnea, and risk for disease, and many more problems. Diabetes is a disease that occurs when your blood sugar is too high. There are many different types of diabetes, such as type 1, which the pancreas produces little or no insulin, type 2, which is a chronic disease that affects the way the body processes blood sugar. Asthma is a condition in which a person's airways become inflamed, narrow, and swell and produce extra mucus, which makes it difficult to breathe. Sleep apnea is a serious sleep disorder in which breathing repeatedly stops and starts. Not only can it cause these health problems, but children with obesity are often bullied, teased more, which leads to social and emotional problems and low self-esteem. To conclude, childhood obesity is a serious health concern and is the root of many other problems later in life. Most adults today are obese due to the bad diet implemented as a child. Thank you for listening and coming to my speech.